check this out. Yo, check this out.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. How's it going, Pop? What's up, Loomy? How's it going, Tiffy? Morning? Yeah, good morning, good morning. And good night to some of y'all. A little bit of a toss-up. I've had a pretty good day today. I made a couple videos for the first time in a month. So that was nice, and then I went on about a 40-minute bike ride for the first time in a while. I've gone on a couple like 10-minute, 20-minute bike rides, but nothing too crazy. So I think I'm gonna try to go on some more longer bike rides because they're just a good time. So hopefully everybody else has had a wonderful day or night so far. Morning, whatever. And then also we're doing a regular stream for the first time in a while, so we'll see how that goes. It's been at least a good month, maybe? I don't know, it's been a while. And let's see. Up first, we've got Loomy with Eat. Oh, some more Eden. Still. Okay, on Spotify, I gotcha. Do I have the watermark? Yeah, I do. I appreciate it, Tazi. Thank you. Oh, the lights aren't working. I'm beginning to wonder if this is just a, let's find out. It is just a super chat thing now. Shireen live acoustic by Wilder Woods. But yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, good to see you. Did you have a stream tonight? Because if so, I hope that it went well. How's it going, Evil Queen? 2-week Minecraft phase right now? Hell yeah. That's always the best. Minecraft phase. For me, sometimes it's an Astroneer phase. Ugh, there's a lot of good phases out there. Here, let me add that to the guarantee queue. Looks like I still have pops up from however long ago that was. Let's only mark that one off, because I definitely got to that again however long ago that was. And speaking of my bike ride, Tossie, I was listening to one of your songs while on my bike ride. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I was listening to it. Acoustic by Wilder Woods. There we go. And then let me copy over Loomy's. There we go. Okay, and we've heard another one of the songs off this album. 5 ever. Let me pull that over. And we don't need the watermark for this one. I'll just have to remember to put it back on in a bit. I think it's the first time I saw you without a beard. Yeah, I don't shave it very often, just because, to be honest, I'm kind of lazy. Also, I get really bad razor burn on my neck because my beard grows weird, or my facial hair does. So the hair on my neck grows upwards, and then all my other hair grows downwards, or like at different side angles, whatever. So it's really hard for me to shave my neck without getting terrible, terrible razor burn. So that's one reason why I pretty much always have a beard, because it just kind of, it gets long enough that it just kind of covers my neck, so I don't gotta worry about it as much. I don't have to shave it all the way down. Couldn't make the top stream. What did you think of the album? I think it was by far and away better than Clancy. I was pleasantly surprised, actually. I think the reason why it stuck out to me, because I know you weren't quite as fond of it, along with, I'm sure there's quite a few other people that liked Clancy that weren't as fond of this one, or otherwise. To me, it sounded a lot more like their older albums. So we get Vessel, Regional at Best, self-titled. It's more similar to those. It's not as good as any of those, I don't think, but it's still a very solid album. There's a few songs on there I really liked. Funny enough, I really like Downstairs. It was one of my favorites on there, and it was actually a song that was canned from one of the oldest albums, so that added up. But yeah, it definitely felt older album inspired and is very nostalgic. I think there's definitely a few songs on there that were, in retrospect, after listening to it more, I was kind of like, I found myself skipping over them. But at the same time, that was maybe only 2 or 3 songs, which I think is pretty good, especially considering I wasn't huge on Clancy. Okay, let me, thank you thank you so much, Pop. I appreciate it. Mick Busted, get over it. We listened to them before, haven't we? Not that song, but the group Mick Busted. That was a while back though, if I'm not mistaken. Let me mark this down. So we've got one more guaranteed spot, and then I just put the number up of 5 fast pass spots. I don't think we're gonna hit that, but I was like, I don't want to just in case, I don't want it to get too out of hand. We've definitely had a few nights where it's reached a little too much for me. Well, of course I don't mind it, but at the same time, people don't get in there. They don't get in there free requests anymore when it gets too high. And then also, if I'm only streaming for 2 or 3 hours, then it doesn't feel almost fair to have that many. Okay, and then let me add that to the list. Oh, keep on clicking the wrong thing. So it was Mick Busted. Get over it. I don't know why I combined that into one word, but we'll go with it. Yeah, I kind of figured, Lumi. I figured that you'd definitely like Clancy more still. It's because all in all, like really, again, after listening to it a lot more, I'll probably include this at the end of that video once I finally get that out. I think that album is a little bit boring, but again, I kind of thought that about Clancy, so take it or leave it. I mean, I really do like that album a lot, but relative, I'm trying to put this into good words because it's relative to the other 21 Pilots albums. I think it's more on the boring side. But that's kind of, when you take how much I like those other 21 Pilots albums, that's not saying a whole lot. That's not saying it's bad or anything. I still think it's a really good album. They're just at a lot higher level for me. I really, really like the other ones. Hi, Lori. How's it going? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully you are too. Yes, air guitar from Mick Busted. Okay, I thought so. Oh, thank you so much, Shurntop. I appreciate it. Thank you, lovely face. I appreciate it. Victory Lap by Fred again. Okay, I gotcha. All right, so that's the last guaranteed spot of the night. Let me knock that one off the list. So now all we've got is fast passes. And there we go. All right, here we go. Anyways, let's get to Lumi's song, Still by Eden. We've enjoyed the past, how many songs has it been, Lumi? Like 4? I think 4 Eden songs that we've listened to recently on stream. So I'm not going to be surprised if I enjoy this one either. It's a nice kind of chill, sort of glitchy alt vibe. Kinda. I don't know, it's nice to hear though. All right, here we go. That's what I'm talking about, that glitchy sound.
I'm only mad 'cause I left you. Can make you see it my way. Been trying to do the right thing. I'm only sad 'cause I don't wanna watch it all fall apart. Under skin into my arms. Love our cause, eyes full of tears, aim for the heart, head in the dark. How was I supposed to know the love I was chasing was bleeding me out? And there in my calls, how I made it out, boy, heaven only knows. But I was somebody, I've been here before. 'Cause we want what we want, but it's never enough to escape. I just wanna let you know I still love you, even though I think of the end just to ease my mind. Baby, don't stress, happens all the time. I just wanna feel the rush. It's still love after hope. And I think of a death and it frees my mind. I still don't wanna watch it all fall apart.
All right, let me pause it about this halfway mark. This is really interesting because it's like it's taking elements from breakcore music but slowing it down, which you would think would just turn into like some more quote unquote like regular music or just non-breakcore, more of a standard genre. But it definitely still feels like breakcore with the little like those samples. The specific percussion that's used is often used in breakcore. So it definitely has the weird breakcore vibes, but very slowed down. And you know, I'm all for it. It sounds really good. That, and then of course we get the standard Eden sound of like the very glitchy alt pop sound. So it's a nice little mix and very, very interesting. Oh, and sorry, Noel, I think I missed your chat earlier, but hello. Hopefully you're doing well. My track is the one that kind of sort of sounds like something RTJ would do, sort of. I think you hear what I mean. Well, that sounds sick to me, Turned Off. I'm all for that. I've been, like, recently I've been listening to a little bit more of RTJ again. Not a whole lot. I think I really over-listened to RTJ3 back there. By the way, I don't have my sheets on my bed right now. They're washing, so that's why my bed is very bare bones. But yeah, RTJ3, I listened to the hell out of that album. So I kind of, it's probably going to be a while before I can really just sit down and listen to that one nonstop again. But I've been listening to a few songs here and there. I love RTJ. And I really hope that when they finally put out their next album that I'll like it. But honestly, I don't want to get my hopes up too much because I didn't like the fourth one very much. And I think it's going to be in the same vein. I think they've just kind of switched styles in general. And your free request is an instrumental. Okay, sick. Yeah, I might be able to get through all the free requests tonight. I'll have to see, because I'm feeling pretty energetic at the moment. What's up, Getsum? Sorry I'm late. I was abducted by a van full of cheerleaders. Never fall for the free candy sign. Dang it! I see it every day and I want to go to it so bad. But I appreciate the heads up. I appreciate the heads up. turned out to be vampires. Does that imply that Getsum's a vampire now? As someone that didn't know Eden before this came out, this is my album of the year. I mean, so far that's valid just because I've enjoyed the 2 songs that I've heard so much so far. We're only halfway through this one, but I've already added it. I'm definitely going to be a huge enjoyer of it. Did they revert Spotify full screen back again? No, I don't think they did. I'm losing track. They change it too often. How's it going, Mikhail? What's up, Roger? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you both are doing well. I listened to your song and I left you a comment. It's really good, by the way. I appreciate that, Lori. Thank you very much. Idea would have been a great feature on RTJ track. LP and him were buds. Would freestyle together often back in the day. Yeah, that would be really good. There's a lot of people I think that would feature well with LP. LP is just a really good producer if he's like at the top of his game, which I feel like in a lot of cases he is. Even on their most recent album, there's definitely some good instrumentals. I think it just kind of fell a little bit. RTJ was just so good that it's hard to compare. But yeah, there's a lot of artists I think that LP would be wonderful, like collaboration wise. Anyways though, let's get back to this track.
Apart, so wake me up before you go. Arms around each other for a moment, we were good. Starlight in the morning, I had everything I want. We dragged all that go, cause we'd all die for something that won't die for us. And why I'm still standing, heaven only knows. But I was somebody, I've been here before. Cause we want what we want, but it's never enough to this one. And I just wanna let you know it's still love, even though I think of the end just to ease my mind. Baby, don't stress, happens all the time. And I just wanna feel the rush. It's still love after all. And I think of a death and it frees my mind. I know it's dark, but it helps. 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 I know it's dark, but it helps.
Oh, that was actually a cool bit, lyric-wise.
I know it's dark, but it helps. I know it's dark, but it helps. I know it's dark, but it helps.
Get the harp up in here? Sounds like Interstellar.
Wow, that sounds
Holy cow, what a non-transition that is between those 2 songs. Oh my god. But either way, that was a really, really cool build-up and ending to that song. A very, very good song. I love the weird breakcore mashup with the regular alt pop glitchy sound that he goes for. And then of course the vocals. I like how he makes use of autotune. You can tell he kind of speaks, or when he's singing it's kind of more monotone. But then you really notice the autotune when he makes some slight shifts in his vocals. He probably purposely, like if you took the autotune off, it probably sounds really weird because he's doing it in a way to purposely manipulate the autotune to his liking, if that makes any sense. Because you can essentially make yourself sound bad to make autotune forcefully autotune sounds. So then when it comes out through autotune, it sounds really, really cool. It kind of sounds like he's doing that a little bit. But yeah, I like when he's monotone because then you can really notice the autotune kick in whenever he does those shifts. And he also uses like a more humanized autotune. Usually, at least on the ones that I've used, there's like a humanizer option to make it sound less jagged when you're switching tune or switching key. And it sounds like he's got that set up. And I think that works out really, really well with this style because it doesn't completely feel too sharp or anything. But yeah, very, very solid song. I really like that. Have you thought of some gaming videos ever? I've thought of gaming videos. If you're asking if I've like thought of making them, I actually have a whole nother channel that I dedicated to making non-music stuff. So there's quite a few gaming videos over there. I haven't touched it in a while, but if you do want to check out gaming videos, like if you like Tarkov, I have a Tarkov video that I think is pretty good. And I also have a Hunt Showdown video that I really, really enjoyed making. If you enjoy either of those two games. Otherwise, I'm trying to remember. I made a Battlefield video a while back. But yeah, there's a few videos over there. And the channel's linked on my main page on YouTube. Really should have made up a cool story about the sheets being off the off bed. Builds Craig just saying. Oh yeah, in reality, a ghost came, went under the sheets and took them away. Isn't that insane? How's it going, Alexander? Can I random spin or following the queue? I'm following the queue, but as per usual, I'll do the 2 random spins at the end of the night. Right before I get to the guaranteed passes. Yeah, no problem, Alexander. Hopefully work was alright. On transitions for the win, hell yeah. I just started using Antares Autotune Pro 11 for mixing. It's complicated. I bet. All I use Antares wise is, well, I have a couple plugins from them, but the one that I Autotune wise I use is the really base one. It was like 25 bucks. You can do a lot with that thing for how simple it is. It's just 2 sliders and then changing keys. Deciding what key you run. And honestly, I kind of like that it's simple. Because I just choose one of 3 options on either slider and then the key that I'm in. And it's perfect. So yeah, I can't imagine the possibilities though of using their more advanced Autotune setups. I've thought about buying them, but they're just a bit too expensive. Ghosts need their sheets, as I'm saying. How else are they supposed to get around on Halloween without giving away their identities? Anyways. Let's see what we got next. We have Pop Defender with Little River Band, the Rhythm King. I feel like it's been a while since we've heard some Little River Band. Maybe it hasn't. I don't think it... Yeah, it's definitely been a little while. Let me pull up YouTube again. No, I don't want to go to Disney Plus. Yeah, let me get my watermark back on. Oh, is Marvel Zombies going to be its own thing? It's not. I just thought that was a What If thing. Like an episode on What If. Ghosts never use fitted sheets because they want to hang loose. Yeah, also fitted sheets suck. I hate putting on fitted sheets. Especially on my setup because I got that double folded memory foam. And it is a pain in the butt to get a fitted sheet over that and the mattress. It is a rough thing to do. Okay. So once again we've got The Rhythm King by Little River Band. pause real quick. Are we sure this is a Little River Band? Am I crazy for thinking this sounds nothing like their other stuff? Outside of that, I think it sounds good. It's very catchy. Immediately I wanted to sing along to that chorus. And then on top of that, they got a sort of like twang rhythm king. And I love that. And then on top of that, this feels like it could go on the Oliver and Company soundtrack, if you're familiar with that animated movie. It's a Disney movie. Yeah, it's a Disney movie. Very good, by the way, if you haven't seen it. It's a bit older, though. But it definitely feels in the same vein as that movie. Specifically, there's that Billy Joel song on that. Why should I worry? Why should I care? This was New Age for Little River Band. Okay, yeah. I was like, this sounds a lot different. Marvel Zombies. I wonder if how it'll be. I don't know. Call me sour, but I don't really care for Marvel animations. I probably won't watch it just because I've gotten sick of Marvel in general. That being said, I did really like their What If series. That's probably one of the last things I watched from Marvel, and I thought that was really good. It was kind of like Star Wars Visions if Star Wars Visions was a little bit better. Because no, I hate to say it, but Star Wars Visions was just kind of whatever. A little bit bland. Some of the stories just did not hit very well at all. I think a lot of people would have preferred a fully structured story in a Star Wars anime, but we didn't get that, unfortunately. But at the same time, who knows if we'd actually want that anymore with how bad all the recent Star Wars stories have been. It was a good show, to be honest. Oh, Marvel, or the Marvel Zombies, is that already out? Or What If? This is from the first album after John Farnham went solo and the original lead singer returned to the band. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize for some... you know, that makes a lot more sense. Like, I didn't think about it because it does sound newer. And John Farnham is definitely not here. His vocals are very noticeable. Unlike many of Little River Band's smoother soft rock ballads, the Rhythm King leads more towards a rhythmic, almost danceable rock style. It shows the band experimenting beyond their classic harmony-rich sound. Excuse me, I was holding in a burp that whole time. Do you like surviving games and Pokemon games? Because then you should play Power World. You know, I'm not sure. I've thought about playing Power World. I'm not sure if it's quite for me, because I do like survival games, and I do like Pokemon games too. I don't know if Power World is quite for me. I don't know why, because I've watched gameplay. I don't know how much I'd enjoy it though, personally. I think it's one of those phase type games, like the 2-week Minecraft phase. You gotta be in a certain mood to want to play it. I just watch old MCU movies now, passive watching most of the time. That's fair. I think that's pretty much what I've done with past MCU movies as well. Like, within the last few years, if I've watched any, it was probably while doing homework. Keep in mind, Little River Band is like 50 years old, covers a lot of gens. That is true. That is true. It's kind of like Kiss, where they just kept on evolving their style to match all of the popular genres at the time, up until like 2010, around that, when they actually just kind of reverted. Like, there wasn't anything for them really to switch to, because past 2000s music just kind of, it started really splaying out. We'll just say that. It wasn't as like obvious, like, oh, this one genre is the big genre at the time. Arguably rap, or alternative rock in like early 2000s, but, and then rap now. But again, it's hard to say. What If was annoying, just the Captain Carter storyline. I don't remember any of the stories in that, other than that I think there was a zombies episode in What If. But I think I enjoyed it, though. Especially, I think there was a Doctor Strange episode I really liked. I think when Kiss got old, they became Gwar. I don't know if I actually know what Gwar is. So I'm sorry I didn't get the joke. Oh, thank you so much, Lumi. I appreciate it. With the Fast Pass, and sorry I'm kind of talking a lot between songs tonight. We got Pocket Montreal Quantum by Eden. Oh, another Eden song. Pocket Montreal is like a 1 minute. Ugh. Got a hair in my mouth. Pocket Montreal is like 1:40, a minute 40 interlude that transitions into Quantum, basically making it one song. You can do that though. If you can't do that though, just do Quantum. Okay, sounds good. Once I get to them, I'll see. I forgot I can't copy from there. Let me type this up really quick. Oh, I'm not going to type in the whole thing, actually. I'll just make sure I revert my view back to the thing. Why is it? Okay, my little pop-up, the GUI wasn't popping up. There we go. You're the best YouTuber because you read the whole live chat. Oh, I appreciate that, Mikhail. I try my best. I don't get every message, but I do the best I can. Welcome, 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 Kayak. Hopefully your day or night is good. Doctor Strange episode was amazing. That's what I thought. I remembered that one explicitly in my mind, so I know it had to have been good. Okay, anyways, for now, let's get back to the track. It's been a little bit.
Satin finish room. He searches through an unmade bed and finds the perfect fool. He can't redesign the present, but he cannot hide his fears. The mirror won't disguise the lines from all the wasted years. People are gonna rise up to their feet.
That was an interesting choice of percussion.
They don't get so caught up in the beat, they'll forget about everything. He can take them places where their hearts have never been. No one else can swing like the rhythm can. Oh, yeah, like the rhythm can.
That bass is shining through real good.
So many listen, come to hear the thunder roar. Now that he's the meantime, they keep calling out for more. He plays away his feelings, then he moves to overdrive. The crowd are his disciples, and he needs them to survive. They're keeping him alive. People are gonna rise up to their feet when they hear the rhythm kick. They don't get so caught up in the beat, they'll forget about everything. Yeah, yeah. He can take them places where their hearts have never been. No one else can swing like the rhythm can. Yeah, like the rhythm can. Oh, I say people are gonna rise up to their feet when they hear the rhythm can. They're gonna get so caught up in the beat, they'll forget about everything. He can take them places where their hearts have never been. No one else can swing.
All right. Okay, I think the fade out's over. You know, that fade out wasn't the worst. It could have been worse. A little long. If it was like 5 seconds shorter, I think that would have been a lot better, but whatever. not going to focus too much on that. I say after every time I hear a long fade out, and then focus on it for the next one. Yeah, really good song. I think it's very catchy. The chorus is just that the rhythm really comes through on this one, especially when you get that little like bass slash, it's not really a bass solo because you get the guitar and everything overlapped onto it, but the bass is definitely going ham for that instrumental section that almost feels like a bass solo. But yeah, I feel like that really shines on this one. And then I think the chorus though is by far the highlight. It's really, really catchy, and the vocals are very solid. I just like, again, that kind of twang, Rhythm King. It sounds good. Yeah, nice sound from Little River Band. Not something I was expecting, but pleasantly surprised by it anyways. The Avengers episode is in an alternate Middle Age timeline was also really good. I'm gonna keep it real, I don't remember, but I believe you. Because I did enjoy that series as a whole. I don't remember any episodes I disliked. I feel like there might have been an Ultron one that I wasn't huge on, but I don't remember much about it. Of course, Lumi. How's it going, Guz? Welcome back. S-Boy guy here. Hell yeah, resident S-Boy. Love that. Hopefully I'll start getting more S-Boy videos out soon. They're weird because they're like slow burners. They usually don't do really well immediately, but over the course of like a week or two, they'll get over 1,000 views. It's the weirdest thing. And then of course all the people that comment are always really nice. And I feel like that's almost like a funny thing too. A lot of the videos with artists that have fans that are like super, super nice, you'll get almost no comments. You'll get like 5 comments or something out of like 1,000 views. It's what, like 1OK Rock, they do that. The S-Boys, they do that. Hosier has relatively low comment rate. I don't know. It's something interesting though. That's not always the case though either. Most people are nice. There's just the chances of getting a negative comment are a lot lower on those. Now, how's it going, Gregory? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love the rat emojis, as per usual. Both songs are on his new album. Okay, perfect. I bet that new 1OK Rock vid is gonna go crazy. Oh, yeah, the one I posted today. Yeah, we'll see. It seems to be picking up the later in the night it goes. It has a good chance, though, of going crazy. That's another weird thing when you get the foreign bands, specifically Asian bands. Sometimes the videos won't blow up until overnight, and then I'll wake up and be like, oh. And speaking of, I haven't looked at my channel a whole lot recently, because I've been busy outside of YouTube, mostly with work, but I was looking at my most viewed video, and I have a video at almost 20,000 views now, which is kind of insane. It's The Warning video. It's at 18,000. I think it's right under 19K. And I was very surprised by that, because the last time I looked at it was like 2 months ago, and it was at maybe 11 or 12K. So that one had some weird resurgence at some point. Alright, anyways, let's see. We've got Lumi songs. Is this the newest album? I always forget. And the songs were Pocket. Okay, there it is. And then Quantum. Oh yeah, we can listen to both of them. I'll go ahead and do that. Especially if they kind of go together. Actually, I usually don't do that, but I mean, this seems fair enough. Also kind of bonus because I've been liking Eden a lot. So I'm a bit more inclined. Yes, turned off. I love your rat emojis too. Alrighty. Anyways, let's do this. We got Pocket Montreal by Eden, and we're gonna let it kind of go into the other song, which is Quantum. I like how it's spelled with the 3 U's. Quantum. Quantum. All right, let's do this.
The zipper broke.
Oh.
I can't open up my pocket.
That guitar sounds really good. I like the effects put on it.
So we just shadow boxing. And they call it loss, but I still feel it in there somewhere. But my hands are cold. You said and get out of snow. It's not difficult. Yeah. She said, do I believe in each other? Can't rule out what I can't see. Yeah. So why can't you tell me something? Doesn't feel like you're
All right, let me pause here. It's kind of a short song, so I didn't want to, but just in case. Really like this one already. I think that that guitar mixed with the cymbal just on repeat feels very, very nostalgic. And Tiffy, I think you said something. Yeah, sounds so 2000s. I think it kind of does. Except for other than like the vocals. I think the vocals are definitely modern, mostly due to how the auto-tune is used. That's not something that really was happening then. So other than that, though, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, copyright. Giving me Chasing Cars vibe. It does kind of feel like Chasing Cars, and I think that was almost like, like subliminally kind of coming up in my mind when you said to early 2000s, because it definitely has that sort of vibe to it. He made a pocket in a hotel room. Like just a pocket by itself, or and that reminds me, I was wanting to do a new merch line. I haven't like started planning it or anything because I think I want to hire an artist, but essentially I was thinking, y'all can let me know if this is a good or bad idea, but what I was thinking was like on a t-shirt you have either a real pocket with the art on the pocket, and then let me explain what the art is, I guess, first. That'll make more sense. So it takes the pocket from my last song's cover with like all the flowers, and it's just like a drawn version, like more, not fairy like, that's not the word. I don't know, but like more cartoonized, not like, but not like overly cartoony. Like it looks hand drawn, essentially, is what I'm getting to. But that's like either on the pocket or it's just a drawn pocket with little flowers coming out. I don't know. It could be a bad idea, but I think I might do it either way. While on tour, the songwriting pocket. I thought you were saying like he made a pocket for some reason, and then that was like the inspiration for this song. You know? We can all pretend that never happened and move on. I think that's the greatest action to make at this moment. I made a pocket in my microwave. Oh. I do love myself a hot pocket. Anyways, so let's get back to the song and pretend the last 30 seconds didn't happen.
But my zipper broke, and I can't open up my pocket. I can't open up, I know it's so slow, that's slow.
No, he kind of sounds like a slowed down Blade. Let's see this transition. Oh, okay, it actually perfectly transitions. It's built to be like that.
If I could disappear, I'd do it tonight. Nothing surprises anymore as fuck. And I think you know. I think you know. I can't help it. I think you know. I think you know. Don't matter. Don't matter. I got
Alright, I'll go back before this part starts. Again, this is really good so far. Obviously, this is pretty much the same song. As in, like, it's just a continuation of that little, like, interlude, essentially. So it kind of makes sense that I like this one too. But it still sounded really good. I liked what I believe was an octave shift, or it went up an octave for part of this that we just heard. And then it just completely started just fading and dropping off with the instrumental to leave mostly vocals behind. I thought that was really cool. It was a nice little effect to put in there, and it sounded good. Yeah, so far, so good. Still enjoying it. Mostly just pausing because I have to. Alright, anyways, let's get back to it.
I think you know. Don't matter. Don't matter. I got a map of my favorite colors.
Oh,
Nothing can stop them from decaying away.
And here I am.
those are some heavy hitting lines.
I saw a text in front of the crook of my arm. I still agree when they say we're all the same. And I think he knows. I think he knows. Can't help it. And I think he knows. I think he knows. Don't matter. Don't matter. But this ain't working out. And I can't tell it's real. Seconds count down. It's all painless in the end. And I think you know. I think you know. It don't matter. And I think you know. I think you know.
Can you feel time when you
No. It's like you went between the time, between minutes.
Kiss me through the phone. I've been waiting on you for my life. Can you kill me through the phone? I've been waiting on it my whole life.
that was really, really good. It definitely felt emotional, especially towards the last half. I think once these two lines hit, I got a map of my favorite cuts. Nothing can stop them from decaying away. I think from then on, it really felt a lot more emotional, at least for me personally. And I think it just started hitting more and more, especially when they completely cut off a majority of the instrumental again for the last section. Or I believe it was just kind of the guitar sort of strumming along a little bit and quietly. And I think that just kind of gives it a second to sort of soak in before it starts sort of building up again for this last section of the song. And then again, a weird thing that I really like is samples like this, where you just take some random quotes. It's not really random, it's obviously purposely chose for some reason, but some quotes from something, whether a TV show, whatever, and find a way to fit them into it. I think that can be super cool, and I think that was done really well here. I don't know what it's from, but I think it's an interesting thing to put into a song that I really like. So yeah, very good. Really two songs, but for our sake we'll call it one, of Pocket and Quantum. I think they fit together really well, and they're both very solid songs. Odd that Pocket actually has more plays than Quantum to me, because I wouldn't say that Pocket is necessarily like that much better. I feel like they're both pretty similar. One's just longer in a continuation of that. I don't know. Yeah, very, very solid songs. I think I probably would really like this album. Excuse me. Anyone here a Starset fan? I used to really, really love Starset. A couple of the recent singles from like last year, or maybe it was earlier this year, I wasn't huge on. But I did see they just put out an album, and at some point I wouldn't mind listening to it. Because I did used to really love their first 2 or 3 albums. I think there's one on the 4th one or two that I enjoyed a lot. Maybe a couple more. Me, that last chorus always gets me goosebumps and makes me tear up a little. Now let me go back to it. All my life, can you kill me through the phone? I've been waiting on it my whole life. Or were you talking about this above that? I don't know. I feel like after it hits that one section I was talking about, it all just kind of starts hitting a lot harder. It just takes a turn to be a lot deeper. I'll be praying for an album reaction. That reminds me. I don't know how soon it'll be, but I think I'll be hitting 3,000 subs soon. And for that special, I was contemplating, because I know we've talked about it. I think Tiffy might have been the one to bring it up originally. The multi-album reaction, like quote-unquote sleepover stream. I was thinking I might try that for that, where I do like 4 or 5 albums. And I figure if that sounds like a good idea, I can put up a Discord channel eventually. If I start getting closer, I'm not like gaining subs massively anymore. But then I'll do we can figure out what albums we could do for that, if it sounds like a good idea. Alrighty. So let me mark that one off the list. Okay, and back to the free queue. We've got Evil Queen. Evil Queen, are you still here? Let's double check on that. Oh, thank you so much, Fog of War. Also, welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got Johnny Craig Detroit Winters. And that's a fast pass. Okay, Evil Queen is here. I'm going to get to Evil Queen's first just because I already started through that process. But then immediately after that, I'll get to your song, if that sounds alright. Because I see that Evil Queen is here. So we got Grabbits, Painkiller. There's actually another song called Painkiller that I used to really like. I can't remember who sings it off the top of my head. But I'm always up for some Grabbits, as y'all know. Get that ready. And then I'll mark this one off the list. And that leaves 3 more fast passes to go. Track reminds me of walking on a foggy beachfront at 6:30 a.m. The blue hour, they call it. The blue? I don't think I've ever heard of that before. I've only been to a beach once, though, too. Okay, now that I got those in time to get some food, or it sounds good, Lumi. Speaking of fog, yeah, for real. I forgot which album I was suggesting that for, but yes, album reactions are always welcome. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll see, cause whoa, that was weird. My voice just echoed like off of something. That was so weird. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I know that a lot of people definitely like the just regular reactions extended. But yeah, if we do the multi-album reaction though, I'll have to figure out Twitch. I don't think it'll be that big of a problem. I just haven't streamed on Twitch in like 10 years. And it was on console last time I did that. So I'm not sure if I don't know, it might take me a second to get used to it. So there might be a practice stream or two before that ever happens. The blue hour is when it transitions from dark to morning. It's like dark blue before the sun rises. That does sound really beautiful. Still here, just listening and watching and learning. Alright, sounds good, Lori. Thanks for keeping us updated. Alright, and with that said, we'll get to Evil Queen's song Painkiller by Grabbits, and then to Fog of War's track after that.
Every day becomes the same. Hate myself, I can't complain. Now I'm numb and you're to blame. My new normal feels so strange. Kill my pain, 'cause it's killing me. And sometimes that's okay. The pills are fake, they don't do to me what you do to my brain. What you do to my brain, when nothing feels the same. Come on over, kill my pain. Come on over, kill my pain.
Oh, fake drop.
Kill my pain. Kill my pain.
I wasn't expecting the guitar riff being thrown in.
Kill my pain. What you do to my brain, when nothing feels the same. Come on over, kill my pain. Come on over, kill my pain.
Alright, let me pause this. This is my favorite Grabbit song I think I've heard in a while. Like, I really, really like this one. I know I say that. What's happening? Cat's freaking out. Oh, my other cat. They don't get along super well, and he's making her angry. What was I saying? She completely took me off the rails. Starscream, Starscream, Starscream. But yeah, I say that I really enjoy each Grabbit song, usually after the last, but I feel like the last ones, while I did enjoy them, they weren't like so to the point where I was like, oh yeah, I like these a lot more than the previous ones. This one I definitely do. This one is very catchy. I like the build up. I like the guitar riff that's just kind of thrown in the middle of that drop. Sounded good. The vocals definitely stand out on this. I feel like they're mixed to be more forward than some of the other songs that I've heard from Grabbits. And yeah, very solid. And the vocals are also very clean on this one. Still here as well, just editing stuff. Sounds good, Tossie. Have fun editing. Painkillers, the song, is the name of my favorite Judas Priest song. I don't think I've actually... Oh, maybe I have. I don't know. I don't recognize it off the top of my head. That's not what the song I was thinking of, though. I cannot remember for the life of me who sings the one I was thinking of. A hardcore unhinged version of this track would be Turned Off by Death Grips. I know we've heard that one on stream. I can't remember it for the life of me at the moment. I would have to re-listen. Okay, anyways, let's get back to it.
It's been a while since you've been gone. It's got me lonely and withdrawn. Just come back for one more day and give me one more chance to say, kill my pain, 'cause it's killing me, and sometimes that's okay. The pills are fake, they don't do to me what you do to my brain. What you do to my brain, when nothing feels the same. Come on over, kill my pain. Come on over, kill my pain. Come on over, kill my pain. Come on over, kill my pain.
It's like a dog bark. Oof.
Kill my pain. Kill my pain.
Yeah, very, very solid Grabbit song. A lot of you know already. I love Grabbits. I've liked every single song, I believe, maybe minus one or two that I've heard from Grabbits, and we've heard a lot of music from Grabbits, so that's really saying something. I mean, how many songs have I added on Spotify? There's 17. And there still could be a few others I've liked, but maybe I listened to them on YouTube or something, or forgot to add them. Because I've definitely enjoyed a vast majority, if not all, of the Grabbit songs I've heard. Very, very solid artist. He's definitely, I think he's up there for one of the better, like, mix and mastering engineers that I've heard. His songs might not be, like, the most insane, but he's definitely really good at mixing and mastering what he does. It always sounds very clean. This one especially sounds clean, but they in general sound very clean, and nothing feels like it's really stepping on the toes of other parts of his mixes. It's very, very impressive. And I think that might just be a side effect of him kind of doing a lot of sort of EDM-y sounding stuff, because I feel like the EDM artists kind of just are better when it comes to that type of mixing with a lot of these like electronic sounds. That might be a hot take or a weird take, I'm not really sure, but I feel like that's kind of like the core of EDM and dance music, is being able to do that. I don't know. So when you kind of combine it with other genres, you get something that's just very clean sounding. I still field Molly the stray cat, but now the new one comes by that challenges Molly for this area. No! They just meow off it still. I break it up. I've named her Rogue. Yeah, cats, I wish they'd get along a little better. There's an outdoor cat near me, because one of my cats goes outside. It's both indoor and outdoor. And that one definitely has gotten into a couple scuffles with my cat. It's not optimal, but usually they just kind of freak each other out and run away. They're chill now, so that's good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, my two cats, while they get into, like, they'll kind of tussle here and there, it's never, like, anything too crazy. They're not, like, scratching or anything, usually. They just kind of make each other mad. Really, it's one cat that makes Starscream mad, because Starscream's a loner. She just likes to keep to herself. Painkiller 3 Days Grace. You need the Warning Sing a version with them? Really? I didn't know that 3 Days Grace also had a song called Painkiller. A lot of bands have a song named Painkiller. Okay, anyways, we got Fog of War's track up next. Just let me copy that over. I'm not sure if this link is going to work just because it sends weird sometimes through 412's thing. But let me see.
Let's welcome this to Sports Center.
Okay, I think I got it. Fog of War, you'll have to let me know. I'm pulling it up now. I'll remove the watermark so you can actually see it. I believe this is the one. Is it Artery Recordings? Yeah? Okay, perfect. Let me put the watermark back. And we'll be good to go. Okay. Anyways, we got Johnny, Kyle, and Midnight, Detroit Winters. Alright, cool. Let's do this. Piano ballad intro.
I should've gave you attention. Should've gave you attention. Paid you no mind to what you're worth. And I would give up everything, everything if I could. In my now to make it work.
Alright, let me pause really quick. Those vocals are insane. They are really good. It kind of reminds me of a mix of like maybe Bruno Mars and what's his face? Who sings what is that song? Da 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 da. No, 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 we've come so far back to where we are. How old is your soul? Something. I Won't Give Up. Jason Mraz. That's who it is. Kind of sounds like a sort of similar combination of those two. Very, very talented singer though. Wow. Guitar. It sounded good. It was kind of simple. I will say I think mix wise it's a little loud compared to like the vocals. That might just be. Maybe I just want the vocals to be a little bit louder because they feel like they're almost suppressed a little bit. The piano, it's relatively simple, but again, it doesn't need to be complex. Sounds good for what it's doing. And that goes for the guitar. It doesn't need to be complex for what it's doing. Definitely very vocal focused on this. Get a little bit of a guitar, like solo, like slow solo. And I think it works. I think it fits really well. It matches the vibes. I have 2 cars as well, and my second cat loves to irritate my first cat, but they just hiss at each other then walk away. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how it goes when you have multiple cats. They kind of, not all the time, but half the time they just don't quite meld, but usually they kind of have to coexist. That's how they are with my dog too. Although it's a lot easier for them to coexist with my dog now because she's deaf and blind, so she usually doesn't even notice them, and they don't really, and they recognize that, so they'll just kind of let her bump into them and stuff most of the time. They'll still get mad from time to time, but they're pretty forgiving. Cats, not cars. Yeah, I get you. I sometimes type cars instead of cats on purpose now, just because it's such a common misspelling that it's kind of funny. Vocals is from a metalcore band, Dance Gavin Dance. I've heard of Dance Gavin Dance. I don't know if I've listened to much of them though. But that's actually crazy that it's a metalcore singer. Just wait for the last chorus vocals. Get me excited. All right, let's get back to it.
And I would give up everything if I could in my life now to make it work.
That is an insane vocal run. You can hear that metalcore shining through a little bit. All right, I think we're done. Yeah, those vocals are crazy. Those vocal runs were just wild, especially when he started getting that a little bit of like a gruffness or like a growl mixed in with it. But the growl's not taking over. It's sort of just kind of living on the edge. Living on the edge. I had to do it. It's sort of just like living in between worlds there, though, where it's not going too deep into it to turn it into a full like scream, but it's just enough to give it a nice warm growl that those always just hit the spot for me. It's like hot cocoa on a winter day. It hits really, really nice in my brain. I love the sound of that. But yeah, very, very vocals centric song. And sometimes that's what you want. This is definitely very vocal centric. The instrumental, take it or leave it. I think it sounds alright for what it is. But I'm listening to the vocals here. They're just very, very good. This is somebody that can really drive a song with solely vocals, which is very hard to do. Not very many people can do that, where no instrumentals well, not no instrumental, but no complicated instrumentals needed when you have vocals that good. This man needs some milk. I think the song could have been much bigger if they spent more time working on the production and composition. 100%. I think it's a little bit of a shame that they didn't spend more time on that, because they could have put in like an actual like orchestral instruments and stuff in there too, and I think that would have added a ton if they'd like added anything. It could have just been one or two instruments, maybe a cello or violin, whatever, but I think some strings would do wonders there. I think if they mixed it slightly different, because again, I think the guitar, even the piano, stick out like they're just loud. Maybe that's just me. They feel very loud though relative to the vocals. They might technically be at the same decibel level, but they don't sound like it. I think either the vocals need to be brought up a little bit or the rest of the instrumental needs to be brought down a little bit. One of the two, because there's something that feels slightly off there. But yeah, some orchestral instruments would definitely go a long way there. Spice up that instrumental even more. Because while I did say vocals can carry a song like this, that doesn't mean that they should have to. I think sometimes it's nice, but that also doesn't keep it from potentially being better by adding in more to actually spice up that instrumental to make it match these vocals. So then you're not just left with a kind of a one-sided conversation between the vocals and the instrumental, then you get more of a full combo. But yeah, overall though, very solid song. Love the vocals. If I didn't say that enough already. 100%. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me... I'm surprised this song isn't bigger though. It does make sense that it's 10 years ago, though. I will say that it has that sound to it, that sort of early 2010s pop type of sound. I guess this would be 2015, but wow, that's crazy. 10 years ago is 2015. Yeesh, that makes me feel old. I agree with you. Okay, we're all on the same page here then. Alrighty. Anyways, what do we got next? Guz, are you still here? I hope so, because I'd love to hear some of the S-Boys. Guz, Guz, Guz. And then let me mark off that song from the list. Yeah, thanks for sending that in, Fog of War. Guz is here. Let's do this. So we've got Into Those I Love. Thanks for sticking around, the S-Boys. I do want to listen to that S-Boys album pretty bad. I kind of want to do a live stream on it at some point. Let me think. I might be taking a day off of work because I got to replace my brake pads. If I do that, and if I have time, like, if it doesn't go on forever, then I might do another live stream over the week, especially since I just missed one recently. And if that happens, I'll probably listen to this album. We'll see. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. Holy cow. This one has a ton of views. 174 million views. That's insane. How's it going, Valeria? What's up? Insert the ghost face. Enter ghost face. Following content may contain sewer slide or self-harm topics. Viewer discretion is advised. Alright, y'all heard it here. I understand and wish to proceed. Had to pause myself. I don't know if YouTube is quite as strict on that though anymore, because I've seen it used a lot more, that word used in videos a lot more often, and they don't have the content warning on them. I wrote some good description about this song if you didn't read it. Oh, no, I missed it. Let me, thanks for bringing that up. Okay, back with the boys. It's been a while, and this time I'm giving you the most popular. This was their first platinum record. Sold over 1 million units in just a few years with over 1 billion streams across all platforms. That is insane. There's a lyric video to this song on their YouTube page. Okay, and that's where I am. Perfect. All right, let's do this. The S-Boys, Into Those I Love. Thanks for sticking around.
Take me home, it's the one place I can rest in peace.
Ooh, the vocals are at the end.
Turn off my phone, so many messages, I wish I could just delete. Questioning my existence, questioning my decisions, burning down all the bridges, digging up now a business. Sorry, don't want you to visit, no.
Okay, I've heard this part.
Never really felt like I belong, so I'll be on my way and I won't be long. I'll be dead by dawn. I'll be dead by dawn. I'll be dead by dawn. I'll be dead by dawn.
That piano, that sticks out so much. Okay, let me pause it here at the midway point. Yeah, I'm liking this song a lot so far. I've definitely heard that chorus. I'm pretty sure that was like all over everywhere. I mean, it makes sense. You said it was a platinum record and sold, or has 1 billion streams. But yeah, I've heard that chorus. Haven't heard anything else though, so it's actually kind of crazy hearing the full context of this song. Sounds very good though, very catchy. It feels a lot more pop-like compared to their other stuff, especially vocal-wise. I think some of the notes that they're hitting and just extended notes that they're using feels more pop-like compared to their other stuff for sure. So I understand why this one would have a little bit more of a wider audience compared to their usual stuff, but I'm liking it. Very hard to not have heard that part before. Yeah, that was like everywhere. I do remember that one, literally that one part of that song. Very popular chorus. 100%. I feel like that was in like a million videos back in the day. Although it's been so long since I've heard it, so it almost like, well, I kind of noticed it immediately. At the same time, it didn't like, it wasn't one of those things that instantly clicked. It did kind of take a second, just because it has been a few years. All right, Starscream. She's just clawing up my chair, as per usual. Anyways, we'll get back to it.
Scrolling through my texts, shit I left unread. Never trying to deal with it. There's bliss up in my ignorance. 10 dope dealers, X want me to see it. Can't trust her, don't believe her. Reply, turn it to a needle, yeah. Don't wanna do it again. Got shit I'm not trying to relive. Get fucked up and I'm sick. These old habits will kill me quick. Quicker than I can blink. Quicker than I could think. Lift me up, don't want sing. Pull me up, I need a drink. What the fuck do I do with sabotage? Is all I know.
Got a bit of a higher pitch here.
I done dug myself my own grave. Then it's all over. Kill me so. Curtains closed so. Fuck, I don't see what's the point of going on.
Oh, no, I don't want to download Grammarly. You know, I think on the surface level, it doesn't feel like the instrumental is really that dense. But like when I'm really listening to it, it's a pretty dense instrumental for what this song is. Because you've got the piano sections, you've got a slight organ section that's kicked in, you've got some low droning basses in there, and I believe there's some like higher pitched synths as well that are sort of in there. It's kind of hard to keep track of it all. But that with the vocals and then all the different vocal effects that they use, whether it's like the tremolo or whatever else, it feels like a very dense instrumental when you're thinking back on it. And I think the reason why it doesn't sound super dense at first, in my opinion, is that the vocals on this one are especially more upfront, even compared to some of their other stuff, where I'm not saying that the vocals are always like far back in the mix, but there's definitely some where they're more in line with the rest of the instrumental, and this one is pretty far up there. They're kind of a main stage on this one, and I think that's shown by how they're singing it as well, because they're using more of their singing voices for this song versus some of their other ones where it's definitely a lot more rap focused, and they're not trying to put quite as much emphasis into it, and that kind of leads into that sort of pop sound that this one has. But yeah, very, very solid song. Again, chorus very recognizable, sounds good. There's a reason why the song went popular. Very easy for a song like this to get a wide audience, especially when you get into like some of that emotional layering that you get in their songs. Then you can kind of, it's like fishing for people to listen to something a bit more interesting. Well, I am a pop fan myself. Pop music in general is usually a bit more on the generic, mostly because it's mainstream, so it ends up being a slightly more generic because you get a lot of the same. So it's like you're fishing for pop listeners to listen to something a little bit more unique, a little bit more interesting with a song like this, because it's just pop enough to pull in those people, but then they listen to it, they like it, then they get deeper into that band. So yeah, overall though, good song. And yeah, thank you so much, Fogwar. I appreciate it, with another Fast Pass. So we'll get to that now, since we just finished this song. And then that leaves 2 Fast Pass spots left if anybody wants them. Let me mark that down. Go. You sent a link, so let me pull that up. Slaves the Pact. There we go. This song was also around the same time Scrim, the guy in the last verse, and the producer, was just getting sober, so this was a deeper song. Oh, okay. That makes sense. And then that's what I was kind of saying. You get like sort of the deeper like layering in that song while it still feels very semi-pop like on the surface. Nice song, have a good vibe. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Song is a vibe, hell yeah. How's it going, TX Brian? Back and Better. Wheeltran 98'd. I have no idea. Is that like a band? This is the same vocalist as the last song? Okay, sick. Is he just in multiple groups then, or is this like just him? Is it like a solo project? Might fast pass, but I gotta look around. Alright, sounds good, turned off. Whatever you decide on, we'll do. Alright, anyways. We got Slaves the Pact from Fog of War. So this is the same vocalist that we had 2 songs ago, which very, very talented. So we'll see how this one goes. Dude, it's a whole thing. He's been in a ton of bands. So he's kind of just like he's a traveling man for traveling bands. Okay, there's something that's echoing my voice occasionally. I'm assuming it's my banjo. But it also could be my water bottle. Either way, it's annoying the crap out of me. Although it's kind of letting me know when I'm talking too loud. Anyways, we'll get into it.
I'ma let you in on a little secret. I'm so afraid of letting my skeletons out, so I bottle them in. But I know it's gonna get out in the worst way, so I gave in. Now I'm gonna be an open book for you to read. The longer I stay numb, the longer I don't have to think much. Don't ever have to think about my father and how he walked out on us. How I barely know my mother, for that I'm ashamed. Afraid of what they think of me, so I stay away. Let's make a pact right here, right now. You keep your hopes up that I can change. Well, I'll stay honest. You do the same. I'll keep my purpose. You keep your faith that we can get through this. These tougher days. These tougher days.
Say Dax.
I've always felt that you won't understand, so I bled out quietly. The medicine it held my ear made me feel like I could stand up. It's always taking
my
on my
gosh.
chest now. Bridges burning, chances left out. There's still things that I regret now. Build up this resentment. The longer I stay numb, the longer I don't have to think much. Don't ever have to think about my father and how he walked out on us. How I barely know my mother, for that I'm ashamed. Afraid of what they think of me, so I stay away. You keep your hopes up that I can change. Well, I'll stay honest. You do the same. I'll keep my purpose. You keep your faith that we can get through this. These tougher days. Listen, let's make a pact right here.
Okay, let me pause it here. Just kind of getting into it. Like I just kind of was getting distracted at that point. You know, his vocals sound almost different on this one. part of it is definitely how it's mixed in the other one, but also I think he's just, his style is a little bit different on this one. Sounds incredible though. It's made me realize, it's finally clicked with me. There's so many metal and metalcore singers that when they switch away from like the screaming and regular metal vocal styles, they sound like this. They sound really, really good. This is especially good here, but like I picture other groups that have done this. There was the other day, I was actually in Tossie stream, and there's some guy from a band, he had like 200,000 or 300,000 monthly listeners on Spotify or whatever. He popped in, put up his song, and he had really, really good vocals. You get the Disturbed lead singer whenever he does actual vocals. This guy, there's something about their vocals where they get that bit of a growl from all the screaming and else, like otherwise. That, and it kind of lowers their octaves a bit. Like their vocals just get lower. They're able to put off really, really nice vocals. I don't know. It's something I've observed though. But it sounds really, really good. His vocals are, I think this song does a better job of mixing his vocals with everything else, because it also keeps a very overall simplistic instrumental. But I think it matches better. It doesn't feel quite, there was something off about that last one, but this one is definitely, everything fits and melds really nicely. Probably my favorite vocals of all time. I definitely get why. Why does the drum sound like a milk can plastic cover? Just curious, is that digital? That was my assumption, but I don't know. It's a filter pass. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, it kind of does sound digital. I think their singing muscles are just more buff from the screaming. That probably is honestly part of it. Because I mean, I don't do screaming, but I feel like that style definitely, if you're doing it properly and not just like actually screaming, which if you didn't know, you're not supposed to be actually really screaming, but if you're doing it properly, I would imagine that kind of not necessarily strains, but definitely takes a little more effort in kind of forming your vocal cords and everything else to kind of do what you need it to do. I might be wrong though. Somebody can correct me on that. I don't do any of that, so I have no idea. Anyways though, let's get back to it.
These tougher days, listen, let's make a pact right here, right now. Let's make a pact right here, right
Yeah, the drums are definitely a lot more full now. That is wild. Very solid outro there. That sounded like really, really good. Again, vocals shining on this one, but the actual instrumental I think built up with it, and that was perfect. I like how the drums were made to be a lot fuller for that last third of the song, while the rest of the song was building up with it, vocals, guitar, everything else. That was such a good call, because the drums just fit so much better in that section. And then at the same time, they did sound all right for the rest of the section. It was just kind of, is almost like an uncanny sound though before, where it was like, yeah, percussion exists, but we don't want this to be like they were kind of like making it so it would fill in gaps where there's not a whole lot of other instrumental elements, if that makes sense. It felt like it was kind of meant to stand out a little more. Well, in the second half, it was definitely made to blend in with the guitar and vocals. But yeah, very, very, very good song. I'm definitely getting on board that train of liking this guy's vocals a lot. Just see where you're coming from, Fog of War. And now I'm curious how many bands this guy's in. We've got, what, 2, kind of 3 right now? And thank you so much, Turntop. I appreciate it. We've got I Am Who Am by Mac Miller. Spotify. Track ends at 3:30 because there's a very long outro. Up to you if you want to listen to that also. Okay, I gotcha. But yeah, I appreciate that. So that leaves one more Fast Pass spot if anybody wanted it. And then I'll get to that song next. I actually haven't heard very much from Mac Miller. I don't even know if I have a Mac Miller song on my playlist. I feel like I have maybe 1 or 2, but maybe it's just features. Okay, I definitely don't have any here. Maybe it's a feature. Okay, so I have 1 song with Mac Miller on it. Pinata, which is a Freddie Gibbs song. Interesting. Oh yeah, let me add this song and that last song really quick before I forget. So this is Slaves the Pact. And then the other one was the S-Boys. And to those. There we go. Cool. Now I wish the instrumentals were louder and that dropped for a fuller release. I can see where you're coming from. I'm satisfied where it ended, but in a lot of songs they could probably always do more. That, of course, that's not every song, but you can almost always find something that could be added or taken away. He was in 4 or 5 and kicked out of them all for drug use. Oh my gosh. That is so unfortunate. That's crazy that he got kicked out too, not like he didn't leave. Hopefully he's doing better then, because that is like super, super sad, especially somebody with that much talent. That reminds me, for those that are in the loop of popular MMOs, that guy he put out a video. I just watched it today, where he is, what, I think he said he was 4 months sober from alcohol. And his like alcohol addiction was so public that it was crazy. But it was good to hear he got over that. Definitely a good message for everybody else. Sucks. Mac Miller died from drug overdose. Yeah, it's definitely a very sad thing that happens. That I wish did not happen, obviously. Okay, so let me pull up Turned Off song on Spotify. So it is I Am Who Am, Mac Miller. And then after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 2 random free passes, assuming that there's not another fast pass in the way, and then I'll get to the guaranteeds. Okay. I believe this is the one, but you can correct me. I Am Who Am, Killin' Time, featuring Nikki Rhonda. Okay, we've got lyrics. Let me take off the watermark. Amazing talent said, yeah. For real. Alrighty. Let's do this.
Look,
Posing the question, how many been empty and holding aggression? Close to depression, open your eyes and just focus a second. Fuck a recession, my brother, my mind is my weapon, I'm letting it go. Loaded and pointed at negative energy, telling me stop, they telling me no, don't. Your aura is something you ain't even sure of. Explore the core of California, whores got more to snort up. I've had a smorgasbord of pornographic dot, that's a lot. The feeling come after the shock, praise me, I'd rather you not. Cause it's driving me crazy, the fact that you pay me amaze me, that's something I love. You come to the club, searching for drugs, drunk, fucking these sluts. God loves me, what if he does? What does it mean? You wasting away doing nothing, you frontin'. Why aren't you chasing your dreams, We wonder about life, but none of us willing to learn. Money we earn is something to burn, why won't they give me a turn out? Feed the hungry and clothe the naked. You mistaken, the world is cold and it's lonely, ain't it? When them high rollers homes in Vegas raided with some home invasion, contaminating the place with plague, we just saved the day. I waste away in a room spitting these raps. Yahweh put the world in my hands, I'm giving it back, yeah. Forfeiting the war relays is so.
Okay, let me pause it. He's got a nice flow. I'm liking his flow so far. Also, his vocals are nice. Same with Nicki Rhonda. I like whatever, if this is a feature or whatever else. Like obviously she's a feature, but it might be a sample at the same time. I'm not really sure. It sounds really good though, and it does give off a sample vibe, especially when you take in the purposeful. You get like the record analog audio effects that are kind of thrown on top with like little slight audio pops and whatever else to kind of give it an analog sound. It definitely gives it that sort of sample sound that it has. But yeah, so far so good. Really liked, again, the sample section, and then on top of that, his verse was good. I'm ready to hear the next because it sounds like he flips his flow a bit more, so we might get something even more interesting. But it's definitely very like old hip-hop style. Of course there's like modern elements, but very old hip-hop style, which I love. That's one of my favorite genres of rap, so that's always a welcome surprise. And oh, thank you so much, Fogwar, for the 3rd fast pass tonight. I appreciate it. Old Flame, thank you for the patience. Okay, I gotcha. Let me add that to the list. That'll be next. And that is the last fast pass of the night, so let me mark that off. I didn't think I'd run out of fast passes tonight. A welcome surprise. Yeah, thank you very much. There we go. Is that also another band with that guy in it? No dang random when I'm so close. Where are you at? Oh, I'll think on it. I'll think on it if I want to do one more before doing the randoms, but that might not be very fair. Okay. And there we go. Might ask what a free pass is. So we've got 3 types of requests. We've got the regular free requests, which I always do at least 2 random spins for those every stream. Obviously, we've gotten through like 6 this one, and then we still have another couple randoms to go. And then there's guaranteeds, which are left for the end of the stream. They're half the price of the fast passes, and the fast passes are just a cut in line to get to the front. Oh, Tiffy was already on it. Thank you, Tiffy. All right. It is the same dude? Okay, cool. No pressure. Okay, I might have to just be fair about it since I already said it, but we'll see. Anyways, let's get back to this track. I love that synth that kicks
He
in.
lays his sword down and walks away. Grabs a 40 from the corner store, begins to contemplate. Dealing with death like he working the morgue, absorbing souls forgotten. He lost his way, staring down that barrel, thinking not today. Life's so precious, Lord knows that life is so precious. Fight to the death till there's nobody left, and you holding your breath, and you might get infected. I'm minimalistic, instinctively thinking of getting ballistic. Be specific to those in control, we all statistics. Misogynistic with a twisted mind, I'm intertwined. My trigger finger itching, all I kill is time. Initial symptoms of schizophrenic behavior. The mind is like religion, can't agree on who's its savior. The newest flavor of
Okay. I know I'm pausing kind of soon.
initial symptoms.
I understand that line. This is a fun fact about me. I went through like 2 years where I was like, am I schizophrenic? I was getting kind of scared just because I was seeing things. Maybe this this might be a little too TMI. But yeah, I went through like 2 years and I've just been hoping, I hope that doesn't come back. Because there's like a good, again, 1 or 2 years where I was just having a lot of, I don't want to say visions. A lot of it was when I was tired. So it was probably just due to lack of sleep. But it was like almost like I was sleepwalking a lot of the time, but I was awake. And I could see it. And I was actually walking around. So I was doing normal things, but I would be kind of sleepy. And I'd literally just be seeing things and hearing things. It was the weirdest and scariest thing. But I haven't had that happen in a while, so we'll hope that continues. That, or I've just been a little bit schizophrenic this whole time. And who knows? We'll find out. Well, maybe I won't. I don't know. Oh, wait, I think we're good. Yeah, my screen on my side got cut off by YouTube for a second. This is only my second time on your live stream. I have a lot to learn. Yeah, I hate to say it is a little bit of a learning curve, just because I like to, I don't know, it's slightly complicated, but I like to give a good amount of people a chance to get their songs in. And it kind of has to be a little complicated for that to work. Sleep deprivation be like that? Yeah. Sleep deprivation is the worst. Yeah, and then on top of that, I found out that people just getting into their 20s, because I had like just turned 21 or 22 when that like started happening. Maybe I was 20. But people in their early 20s, specifically men, that's like the most likely time that they'll develop schizophrenia. And I was like, oh no, this can't be it. But I think we're good. I got through it. I'm a survivor. Anyways, let's get back to it. I paused very closely, one after the other.
Symptoms of schizophrenic behavior. The mind is like religion, can't agree on who's its savior. The newest flavor of superhero. I'm shooting lasers, except I'm cool with Vader and blowing up rooms that's full of strangers. A news anchor the youth can relate to. It's nature. You a hater, I'll deal with you later. No thank you, I'm just your neighbor. Please don't do me no favors. Really though, come on homie, we major. I waste away in this room spitting out raps. Yahweh put the world in my hands, I'm giving it back.
just a different time, man. It's just a different time. There was a time when we showed love.
This section is going crazy. I actually love this a lot.
Approach a young lady. You see a beautiful young lady you like. You say, damn, man. You're gorgeous. I take off my coat right now and
Almost feels like a Kendrick song in this section.
lay it down on talking about, young man? See all these bitches and hoes, bots. I just don't understand. I don't know what's to come of you, young man.
All right, cool. Yeah, that was a very solid song. There's definitely a lot I could say if I really went through these lyrics. I'm not going to be doing that though. I mean, you can tell, even like on surface level though, it feels very, very deep and personal to him. And it's one of those things that you could really sit there and just go absolutely ham on these lyrics and try to pick them apart, because there's a lot going on here. I mean, even when I was just listening to it through the first time, I immediately was able to relate to like the schizophrenic thing. It's definitely a little bit all over the board. Seems like he's talking about a lot of personal problems. I know there's a mention of porn earlier, and then there was, yeah, again, the schizophrenia thing. I feel like there's one or two other things that kind of, yeah, staring down the barrel. Just a lot of sort of dark days talk that we're getting here. So very, very personal sounding. But yeah, overall, very solid song. I like the instrumental a lot. I like that switch up in the last section. Interesting, but it works really well. I think the analog choice to make the song sound more warm and just analog in general was another good choice. It sounds perfect for this type of song, especially when you get the chorus thrown in there with the very, what's the word for that? Oh, what is that word? Dissonant. The vocals sound very dissonant in that chorus, and I think that just kind of compounds with that analog sound that they're going for. It works really, really well. Yeah, very solid song. Definitely interested in hearing more from Mac Miller after this one, because like I said, I've only heard apparently just one song that he's a feature on outside of this. So this is my first official, like, solely Mac Miller song that I know of, that I've listened to, and it was a pleasant surprise. He had a very good flow for both sections. Happened to me a while ago. I thought I was holding a pin, but I wasn't. Haven't eaten or slept in a long time, probably why. I could feel the physicalness of the pin too, though. Weird, I don't even have pins. That is strange. Yeah, I've had some weird ones. Some of them I'm just like, yeah, it was ghosts. That's my explanation for it, because it was so real. Like, I had one time where I walked into my kitchen, and it's weird because I remember just being wide awake, kind of. But at the same time, I know it was late, so I probably was a bit tired. And especially because it was during college, so that adds up. Just, we have like a bunch of pots and pans that are hanging up on little like hooks everywhere. Everything started going crazy. Honestly, it could have been a small earthquake. That could be another explanation. Or like tremors from an earthquake farther away. Everything started shaking. And then just stopped in an instant. And it was like, it was weird because I walked into my kitchen, and right when I was leaving, it happened the second that I turned around. And I turned back around and everything had stopped. And I was like, okay. That's enough for me. But yeah, that's one example. I've had some other weird ones I could talk about if I haven't already at another date, another time. I can't tell if that is a synth or a guitar with heavy effects in the background. Where was it at?
Flavor of superhero, I'm shooting lasers, except I'm cool with Vader and blowing up
like
rooms
here?
full of strangers. A news anchor.
I think that is a guitar. If this, like, if during the main loop that you're talking about, I think it is a guitar with some effects thrown on it. And very, like, reverbed. Definitely trippy. Oh, yeah. Both sleep deprivation and the last section of that song. Really the full song, though, kind of. Reddish streams are a roller coaster. Some days he feels like doing fish for requests. Yeah, they're a bit all over the board. Somehow everybody puts up with my randomness, though. Oh, random stream every now and then. Oh, random cancellation. Yeah, it's not very structured. Ooh, we're doing an album reaction tonight. Oh, we're doing something else. Oh, that reminds me. Another one of my random ideas. I was thinking about eventually trying to do some themed streams. So like, oh, a bunch of songs in this theme. Kind of like what we do with Christmas and Halloween in the past, what we have done. Where it's like, oh, try to do Halloween songs. Oh, try to do Christmas songs. That type of thing. Where it's not necessarily like you have to do it. But just for more fun, I suppose. Change feels as if we're about to fall into a dream. It does feel very dream-like. Maybe you have unknown telekinetic powers. Yeah, I'm 11 from Stranger Things. I usually get weird stuff happening while asleep, not when I'm awake, thankfully. Yeah, it can be a bit weird. Luckily, it hasn't happened in a while, though. Like, I think at least a year. Halloween coming up, true. Already have a track in mind? Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll have to do a Halloween theme stream. I'm not sure if I get a day off for Halloween. Probably not. I'll probably take a day off, though, to be honest. But that's here and there. Okay, up next we have Fog of War's Fast Pass, which is Old Flame, Thank You for the Patience. So, let me pull that up really quick. This will be another song with that same lead singer. That'd suck so bad for the band too, where it's like, yeah, we have to kick out the guy that has really good vocals that everybody wants to hear. And let me put my watermark back on. There we go. Three days away from Halloween. Yeah, for real. As soon as October hits, Halloween years round. Years round. Month long. Theme sounds cool. One vote for themes. Okay, yeah, we'll have to maybe do some more themes then. I need to like make a note or something of that. Where's my notepad? I have like 4 notepads and I don't know where I put any of them. Oh, there's one. Because I've had a few notes I wanted to take tonight. 1 second, let me write some of these down before I forget. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we've got Old Flame, Thank You for the Patience. Let's get into it. That's a crazy sound off rip.
What you wanted and took upon it just to pass it by.
His vocals might be the best here so far. Hell.
Still you doubted. The people shouted and left me out to die. So then I gave you what you want. Can I take a little more for myself? Just a little more. Don't look back, 'cause we got many days ahead. Going up from there to
Holy cow. No, these are the best vocals I think we've heard from him out of these three, or out of the other songs that we've heard tonight. I really, really like the vocals here. I think they are by far the best. Maybe that's a rough take, I don't know. That and the instrumental I think is the best that we've heard so far. Whatever that, I don't know if it's digital or what, the I love whatever that is. It almost has a country twang sound to it, oddly enough. It reminds me, we listened to a song a while back that was like country EDM from like the early 2000s, and it feels in the same vein as whatever that song was, that sound. But I'm all for it. It somehow works really well here. I don't know why it gives off that country twang sort of sound to it, though. Very cool, though. I'm liking that a lot. This is the most recent project he's still in. Okay. Hopefully he's off the drugs then. And he can stay in it. October 25th is a Saturday potential Ratty stream. Then it's Halloween on a Friday. I guess request my Halloweeny track on October 25th, not November 1st. I don't want to make any promises, but I might be able to do a Friday stream. Well, nah, probably not, because I'll actually be doing stuff on Halloween. So yeah, it probably will be October 25th then. Ready to give Snake Face 1 second before it dropped. I think it's a sample. That could be it, because it almost sounds like I've heard it before, but maybe it's from the thing that I'm picturing from the early 2000s, but I don't know. Whatever it is, I love it. Let's get back to it.
This is who I am. I'm just a man, and we all make mistakes sometimes. So I guess if we're keeping score, then you can turn around and walk right out the door.
That is crazy.
If you keep your nose to the floor, don't look back, 'cause we got better days ahead. Going up from there to second gear, don't worry about it. We made it, so thank you for the patience. A sacrifice will pass us by, don't worry about it. So thank you for the patience. We don't second best, put it to the test. Don't worry about it. So thank you for the patience. A sacrifice will pass you by. Don't worry about it. Don't look back, 'cause we got better days ahead. Going up from here, second gear, don't worry about it. We made it, so thank you for the patience. A sacrifice will pass us by, don't worry about it.
Banger. Bangers on bangers. Yeah, that was a really, really good song. That might be my favorite we've heard so far tonight. And we've had some really good songs tonight, so that's saying something. Again, do I need to continue on the vocals? They're just, they're that good. They're very, very good. I 100% understand why this is your favorite vocalist. Who knows? He might be mine at this rate, because that was an insane performance. And again, by far the best song that I've heard so far with him as the vocalist. I think this far and away surpasses the other ones that we've heard, just because it clicks even more with my personal style. Let me add this to my Spotify. I definitely don't want to forget to add this one. Whatever that sample or whatever the hell it is, I love that so much. It something about it is for me. Old Flame, thank you for the patience. We'll definitely have to check out more of his work in the future. Yeah, it's just, man, the way that his clean vocals with just a little hint of growl, and it works so well. And also, I thought the filming location was super cool. I know you guys can't see it super well with the watermark, but the lighting, the blue and reds, with like this weird shower room, it's very kind of liminal looking. And then that other room with what looked like maybe sound treatment or LEDs on the ceiling, whatever it was. Both were really, really cool filming locations. And it's kind of cool because it's just kept in those two spots for this whole video. But you're always getting the like switching places and other things to keep it interesting. I never heard any other vocals with a smooth lower range, a gritty, powerful chest voice, and the vocal controls runs on top. It is impressive. Again, something about these like metal singers, or metalcore singers, kind of both. They just sound good. Because they just, it's like they just develop those lower ranges by doing all the screaming. He sings in a range I'm comfortable in. You're gonna have to get to work then putting out music. Or, I mean, I could sing in that range. I can't growl worth a dang though. Yeah, the growling thing, I can only do that sort of like very situationally. I don't know. I guess that's kind of how it works, but some people are just able to do it super smoothly, like this guy. Where just it's so smooth and it doesn't feel like a harsh transition whatsoever. But anyways, let's get to those free spins. Actually, let me make sure I take this one off the list. And then we'll get to the guaranteed tracks. So we've got 2 free spins. We'll do them at the same time. Actually, no, we'll do them one at a time just to make sure the person is here when we get to it. Wheel of Names, or Spinderella, as we call her. My best friend Pepto-Bismol. Let me take the watermark off. I'll like copy and paste those names over. Oh, TX Brian, are you still here? I saw your note. That it's a song by your brother. I'd give it a listen. Alrighty. Spinderella, do your thing. 3, 2, 1, let's spin it. And we've there's no way. There's Crichton John, are you here? There's no way. It's not magic. Crichton John is here somehow. I gotta get to coding my own wheel. This one's been hacked. Alright. That's the first song. We'll get back to the wheel after this. So we got more Dagny. It's been a little bit. Same Again for Love. Very exciting. Ooh, my eyes are starting to water. I might be turning the LED down a little bit in a second. What is an audio video? Doesn't look like it's a visualizer, so I don't know why it's called an audio video, but interesting. I've never heard it phrased like that. I'll put the watermark back on. Actually rigged. You can make a physical wheel like spin like a bottle spin and it'll still win. Yeah, somehow. Man, for a second I was like, oh, maybe I could do a physical wheel, and then I realized I'd have to write out all the names every time, and I was like, that idea shot out of my mind real quick. All right. Anyways, let's get to it. We got Dagny, Same Again for Love.
I've been given, now I give it up.
Instant banger question mark.
But dreams aren't enough.
Bum, bum, bum. Love that guitar.
Away from myself. Gave my all to somebody else. Now I'll never do the same again for love. Won't let it bring me down. 'Cause everything that goes around comes around. I'll never do the same again for love. Not gonna hurt no more. 'Cause everything that goes around comes around. Hated your feelings a little too long, and not even my voice felt like my own. Things started spinning, so out of control. It's a long way down.
I like that vocal run a lot. Both times she's done it.
Now I'll never do the same again for love. Won't let it bring me down. 'Cause everything that goes around comes around. I'll never do the same again for love. Not gonna hurt no more. 'Cause everything that goes around comes around. I'll never do the same again for love.
Okay. I really like that part, but I'm gonna go back just because I have to pause it, and I don't want to pause it in super far in the middle of that. Yeah, this is really good. I'm not surprised, just considering I have really liked what I have heard from Dagny so far. So, not super surprising that I would enjoy this. Well, a little bit to the point that I haven't heard enough to be certain of what I'd hear from her, but it sounds really good. Vocals are fantastic. I like the little vocal run that's happened like 2 times now. I think it's, was it pre-chorus? I think it's pre-chorus each time that it happened, like right before the major hit. Very thumpy. The guitar I think hits really well. Whatever. And it's all mixed incredibly well. Very clean. You can easily pick apart everything in the instrumental in this. So it's, but it doesn't feel like empty either. It's definitely a full enough instrumental with percussion, guitar, vocals, everything else, whatever. It fits very nicely, and I'm all for it. And I think I'm really gonna like this upcoming section based on the few seconds that we just heard. Triple thumbs up from Pop already. Holy moly. Love that bass synth kicking in. Oh, the stripped back. instrumental there.
This your bag, sir?
Sometimes when you just take away the instrumental, it just works so well. I can't think of a time that it's been bad, actually. Just because usually it's done in such a way that it just sounds good. I don't know, another like niche thing that I'm a bit of a fiend for. Yeah, very, very solid stuff here. I think I kind of covered most of my thoughts on it already. I still stand by them. Just a very solid song. And I definitely would be up for hearing even more Dagny, just because I've been enjoying her stuff so much, especially her voice. I like her voice a lot. Let me add this. Dagny, same again for love. Very cool. Pop production is always top tier. Exactly. There's no need for people will sit there and hate on pop all they want. Not you, pop, but pop the genre. They'll be hating on pop all they want, but there's a reason why it's so popular. Popular. It's a very easily digestible genre, and it usually has some of the best producers in the game producing everything. Okay, so anyways, back to the wheel for spin number 2. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, Spinderella, do your thing. And we've got, this one's close. Alexander! Alexander, are you still here? Alexander. Zanda. Looks like we might be doing another spin. All right, time to do another spin because Alexander is not here. Fell asleep? Yeah, probably. Alexander stays up really late for the streams. I think it's like a 2-hour time zone difference, so it's like 1 or 2 a.m. there. Okay, anyways, spin number 3. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. And we've got Tiffy. Tiffy, are you still here? I think you are, but we'll double check. The wheel spins in your favor tonight. Okay, you're here. Perfect. We've got Watch Our View by Alter Bridge, and I hate to do it to you, but I gotta pee first, so there will be a slight intermission, but I'll pull it up. Okay, I assume it's this one. Alter Bridge, Miles Kennedy, Watch Over You live at Billboard. And then, but I will BRB and I'll find out when I get back. All right, we ball. Nature wins. Alrighty. Alter Bridge. Miles Kennedy. Watch over you. Live at Billboard.
Leaves are on the
It
ground.
looks really familiar.
The fall has come. The blue skies turning gray. Like my love, I tried to carry you
He's got that dad rock vocal.
and make you whole, but it was never enough. I must go, and who is gonna save you when I'm gone? And who watch over you when I'm
Ugh.
gone?
That pause.
You say
Alright, I'll pause here for a second. Yeah, like I said, he's got those dad rock vocals. So, like, I think bands like Nickelback, Theory of a Dead Man, or I think they sort of go by Theory now. They've got a little bit of it's a slight gruffness to their vocals, and it's like this accent. There's an accent to it too, that they kind of all sort of have. Well, not as much Theory of a Dead Man, but also kind of sorta. But I like those kind of vocals a lot. They're a bit of a guilty pleasure for me, so that kind of works out. But then he also hit some little higher notes too that were also very enjoyable. It's pretty simple because it is just very, very acoustic guitar, just vocals, those two, that's it. And sometimes that's nice. It's sometimes nice to just sit back and relax to something like this. This video introduced me to Gojira. Have we listened to Gojira on stream before? I'm not sure if I recognize them off the top of my head. I can hear some real soulful harmonica for this. Oh, 100%. Dad rock accent, exactly. Wish this had some violin too. Oh, yeah, violin, harmonica, or in this case, we'd call it the fiddle. since it's pairing with the harmonica, I suppose. Um, but yeah, very, very good so far. I'm enjoying the vocals. Anyways, get back to it.
You say you care for me, but hide it well. How can you love someone not yourself? And who is gonna save you when I'm gone? And who watch over you when I'm gone? And when I'm gone, oh, break your fall. Oh, well, you blame. I can't go
Good little
on
run.
and let you lose it all. More than I can take. Oh, ease your pain. Ease your pain. And who is gonna save you when I'm gone? And who watch over you? And who will give you strength when you're not strong? Oh, watch over you when I've gone away.
Getting soft.
Snow is on the ground. Winter's come. You long to hear my voice, but I'm long gone.
It was a really good performance, especially because, like, when I was looking at it from about probably where we paused at the beginning, I was thinking, you know, well, I do enjoy the occasional acoustic song. I will say I was scared it was gonna get boring, and it didn't, because he kept it spicy with his vocals. He kept it really, really interesting because he was switching up a lot. He changed some chord progressions, I'm pretty sure, as well, for the final like third of the song. So he managed to keep it really interesting, even for an acoustic song being 5 minutes. And his vocals just got better and better as the song went on too. I really like that one. I wouldn't mind hearing the non-acoustic version too at some point, if that exists. My favorite artist often lead me to my next favorite artist. I feel like that's somehow just sometimes how it goes. Usually for me, it's like concerts, where I would go to a concert for one of my favorite artists, and then their openers are like, oh my gosh, I love these. That's kind of how it was with... I'm trying to remember if I listened to Max Frost before the 21 Pilots concert. I think I might have a little bit, but not a lot. I really got into him after that, though. Let's see, other bands. Lawrence, or used to be Lawrence the band. They changed their name. I saw them at a John Bellion concert. I really liked them for a while. It's actually sad if you're familiar with that band. They get clowned on so hard. It's so sad. On social media, specifically TikTok. I'm sure there's probably a couple other bands too. I read somewhere that he wrote this for someone who was addicted to substance, I think. Don't quote me on that. That makes sense, because it was, what was the line? And who's gonna save you when I'm gone? Something like that. That does make sense. It almost feels like the mom's perspective in Blue October's Hurt. Because he's talking about how he's like nearly dying and his mom saves him. Like throughout that song. It feels like this song is just her perspective of that happening almost. And who's gonna save you when you're home? Singer looks like Travis Ryan, a metal vocalist. Cattle Decapitation. Didn't we listen to them like a year or two ago? I recognize the name. No, Alexander. Yeah, unfortunately you missed your spin. I'm so sorry. Dang, you like just missed it. It was right before this song. Well, I guess it was like probably 8-10 minutes ago because I went pee in between two. Showed Ratty, Cattle Decapitation, 2 songs. They're quite hardcore. Okay, I thought so. I was like, I'm pretty sure we listened to them a while back. It was a long time ago, though. Hair looks so cool. Yeah, it's a bit wild right now, isn't it? Gotta... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the song kept ascending. Exactly. I imagine Cattle Decap would be too much for Ratty. Honestly, I don't remember. It probably was being a metal song, but I'm not sure. Metal songs are weird, like the real metal songs. Just because sometimes I'm like, you know, I'm getting into this. Usually though, I'm never like hardcore, like, yeah, this is my favorite song or anything like that. But it's definitely a pretty wide spectrum when it comes to metal, if I'll enjoy them or not. Alter Bridge is fire. Yeah, I don't think this I'm pretty sure is the first song I've heard from him that I know of. Oh, it's a whole band. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any songs added from the past. No, but yes to me. Sorry, Alex. That is true, Alexander. At least your spot was surrendered to Tiffy. If that makes you feel any better. Tiffy really wanted that spot. Alright, anyways, we're on to the guarantee tracks, so that'll actually be Tossie up next. So let me mark this one off the list really quick, and then I'll get to that. Really ready? I imagine they would match your taste, most of their songs in a way. Yeah, apparently I haven't heard much from them. Being that I'm pretty sure this is the first song I've heard. It doesn't? I'm sorry, Alexander. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Tossie's was Sure Ain't Live Acoustic. Oh, Sure Ain't Live Acoustic. Wilder Woods. You'll have to see if this is the right one, Tossie. Or which one it is. Is it this top one? Oh wait, let me take off the watermark so you can actually see. The one with the black jacket? Okay, okay, it is. Cool. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna assume it's the first one and not the second one where he's also wearing a black jacket.
Introduce
First one, okay. Okay, perfect. My next goal would be to introduce you to Gojira. I'm all for it. All for new bands. It always makes music nights more interesting when I get to hear all these new artists and bands. Because I don't have anything against listening to repeat artists, especially ones like the S-Boys that I really, really, really like. But sometimes it is nice to hear some new stuff. Alrighty, let me put the watermark back on. Let's do this. Wilder Woods Sure Ain't acoustic video.
I know that you're not asking, but I thought I'd let you know. If you're wondering what might happen, the space between us closed. If you're thinking you might kiss me,
Oh.
oh, I would not be opposed. It might just show my weakness. Everything might change. Leave my world in pieces. The best possible way. It might make me go crazy. It might make me fall hard. Sure ain't gonna break my heart.
Dang!
Sure ain't gonna break my heart. See you
Okay, the way that he hit that right there at the end, that was so nice. That was a nice little, like, almost like fairy little touch right at the end of that. Those vocals are crazy. It's funny because at first it's like you can tell, you're like, I know this guy's gonna belt something insane at some point, but it's like he's holding back for that first section, and then he just goes ham with it, and you're like, okay, I knew it, I called it. That's how it felt when I was listening to him. But yeah, so far so good. We're getting a lot of good vocalists tonight. What's up with that? Who's doing this? Who's orchestrating this? But yeah, very good so far. Love these vocals. Let me go back a little bit. I don't think it would be sincere to say I'm sorry, Alex. Dang! No mercy. Flowers, RIP. Yes, this dude is my #1 favorite vocalist. I understand it. Y'all are giving me some banger vocalists tonight's. Anyways, let's get back to the song.
See you roll your eyes. Could feel you pull away.
The acoustics in this room too are kind of crazy.
Don't have to play shy, woman. Don't have to hesitate. It might just show my weakness. Everything might change. Leave my world in pieces. The best possible way.
That is wild.
Might make me go crazy. Might make me fall hard. It sure ain't gonna break my heart. It sure ain't gonna break my heart. It sure ain't gonna break my heart. It sure ain't gonna break my heart.
Kind of sounds like he's saying Shotty's gonna break my heart.
It sure ain't gonna break my heart. Sure ain't gonna break my heart. It might just show my weakness. Everything might change. Leave my world in pieces. The best possible way. It might make me go crazy. It might make me fall hard. It sure ain't gonna break my heart. Sure ain't gonna break my heart. Oh, it sure ain't gonna break my heart. It sure ain't gonna break my.
Oh, I love that. Dang, that 3 minutes went by really quick, especially for an acoustic song. I mean, a lot of you know how I am with acoustic. I'm kind of hit or miss with them just because I have a problem where I hear acoustic songs and tend to get bored unless they're kept really interesting or have really good vocals. A lot of good examples of that tonight. Because usually, again, I'm not always the biggest person on acoustic songs, and we've just been hitting gold mines tonight with them. They've actually been interesting to me, and I've actually enjoyed them quite a bit. But yeah, these vocals are crazy. Again, another vocalist tonight that's like the primary focus of a song. I saw somebody say that he sounded like Dirt Miller. Is that... I know we've heard Dirt Miller. I think I remember. Yeah. No, he kind of does sound like that guy. That's another good vocalist. Yeah, I really like these type of vocals, especially it's almost like I don't know if there's an official name for this, but it's kind of like a purposeful voice crack when you're singing certain notes. He kind of does that throughout this song, and I've always liked that if it's done well. It can be done poorly, but most of the time people that are doing it very artistically in a way that sounds wonderful like this. Yeah, very solid stuff. Really enjoyed this one. So thanks for the banger, Tossie. I almost said thanks for the Tossie banger. That's all I can hear now. Shot is gonna break my heart. Shot is gonna break my heart. I thought that's what he was actually singing. You know, for like half a second I did, but then I remembered that the title was Sure Ain't, so I was like, oh, he's saying Sure Ain't Gonna Break My Heart. Shorty's gonna break my heart. Dang you, Shorty. That's beautiful. I agree, Noel. Glad you liked it. Yeah, I'm glad I liked it too. Alrighty. After that, let's see what we got next. It's Pop with Mick Busted. That name is always so funny to me. Get Over It. So let me pull that one up, and then I'll mark this one off too. Shawty's gonna break my heart. It's gonna be stuck in my head. Shawty's gonna break my heart. And Shawty's gotta break my heart. Shawty's gonna break my heart. Okay. And then I'll mark both of these off. Cool beans. Alright, let's get to it. Mick Busted, get over it. Mick Busted all over it. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm done. Let's get into it. Oh wait, I haven't muted. Let me unmute it.
Okay, listen up. And listen good. You like to go around town acting like you're Miss Innocent. Well, I'm on to you. I see right through your pathetic little act. You might have everyone else fooled, but not me. So I'm gonna say this once and only once. Don't with me, bitch.
Jeez, okay. Oh no. Okay, I actually did not expect that at all.
You all right, mate?
Oh, not really. I'm still trying to get this breakup, and this job is killing me. You have a good weekend?
Ended up being quite a wild one, actually.
Really?
Do you remember me telling you about that goat?
Yeah.
Well, he had a bit of trouble on the stock market, you see, so me and him were boozing it up behind the bins, and all of a sudden these two dwarfs turn up. So one of them's knocked it off, while the other one's bending over for the goat with a double-ended dick. You know, someone was filming it, ended up on YouTube, and that's why it burns when I pee now.
All this paperwork has been filed incorrectly. You have cost this company millions of pounds. Do you understand? You are a waste of space, son. You
What is happening?
are a waste of space. Do you hear me? A waste of space.
Okay.
Everybody says that I'm a mess 'cause you
Instant banger question mark. What they really doing. Alright, let me pause here. This is really catchy. Off rip, I immediately was wanting to sing along, despite I couldn't because I didn't know the song. But I did want to sing along, despite that. Yeah, I don't know. So far, so good, though. It's just genuinely just really, really catchy. I guess that's kind of the, I don't want to say shtick, but kind of what you'd expect out of, like, a song from this, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of saying stuff. McBusted sounds like a McDonald's special meal special. Yeah, I want the. Can I get the McBusted extra special? We do a movie stream. We should watch Office Space. I don't even know what Office Space is. Anyways, let's get back to this. It's almost, now that I think about it, it's kind of weird because it almost felt like a continual chorus. I think it was a chorus and a post-chorus, but it really just felt like an ultra chorus. I guess that's kind of the point of that, but I feel like I'm not getting across what I'm thinking. I'll keep on listening and thinking it even more. They did that time. Why is everybody stripping?
Time I won't come. We broke up. I guess I gotta let you go. Get over it.
Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Alright, let me pause here. I'll finish up the video in a second. That was a really, really good song. Just a very wild music video. Interesting juxtaposition between the two. You would not expect a music video like this for a song like this. But yeah, back to the Continual Ultra chorus that I was speaking of. I think a lot of that just comes down to the fact that the actual verses feel like they're also choruses. It really just feels like it's chorus, then different chorus, etc. So you're getting just a very, very catchy song. But yeah, that's that's the point I was getting to. But yeah, very funny and interesting music video. Definitely a little bit violent, but what's a world without a little violence, I suppose. But yeah, very interesting. Let me get back to the music video though, because I'm on the edge of my seat here, just seeing what happens in the last like minute.
Space! Shut up! I quit. I quit. I'm done. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do, which is just flip out. I just want to know who's coming with me. Who's coming with me?
This place. I'll go with you.
Mr. Gorilla. Thank you. We'll see you again. Sleep tight.
That was a really, really good music video. That was really funny. How long ago was this? 10 years ago? Office Space was filmed in Austin, Texas. It's stuck in my head for days every time I hear it. I understand why. I'm trying not to repeat myself too much, but it's literally one big chorus. You can't help yourself. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. It's like if you don't get one part of the song stuck in your head, you're gonna get another part of the song stuck in your head. I didn't even know there was movie references in this, to be honest. Who's Coming With Me is definitely a movie reference. Forgot the movie though. Oh, I just thought it was kind of like a common, not a saying per se, but a trope. Yeah, trope. That's the word I was looking for. Excuse me. A Dave Chappelle movie. I didn't even. Oh, like a comedy, or was it a? Just I don't even know what Dave Chappelle movies are. Outside of like his comedy specials. Jerry Maguire, is that a movie? That might be a dumb question. I actually don't know. Alright, anyways. We've got Last Song of the Night from Turned Off. Victory Lap, Fred Again. Let's see. Is this it right here? Or did you want me to pull it up on Spotify? Wait. This was done on a live stream? That's kind of crazy. Oh wait, let me turn off the watermark for a second. Spotify maybe? Okay, I gotcha. But whatever. I'm fine with doing either. Fred Again. Excuse me. Victory Lap. This is okay. One second. I'm just gonna see if this is live or if it's just a music video. If it's a music video, I'm just gonna watch it. I've never seen the stream.
I need that blue white bitch on Depop chillin'. Like shawty did freelance.
On the street looking at you like food, trying to see where they can eat. Me, I'm like wallowing.
Does that sound like it's studio to you? Based on that little section? It kind of does sound like studio, but obviously I don't know. That being said, I am a Skepta fan, kind of. I say kind of because I haven't heard a lot of his stuff, but I think I've liked every single thing I've heard from him. That's kind of cool, actually. Alright, let's give the music video a go then, unless you have any qualms with that. Because I'm kind of interested in that, to be perfectly honest here. We could try that? Alright, let's give it a go. If it seems too much different, then let me know and we can switch over. Let me put the watermark back on. I know it kind of... you can still mostly see it since it's mostly white. Skepta is cool. I agree. He has a nice voice too. I like his vocals a lot.
I need that blue white bitch on Depop chillin'. Teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let the bitch alone with my seat. Mine's not a bitch, skip pit, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, pussy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Salite, not that booty. I need that blue white bitch on Depop chillin'. Teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let
Chat's
the bitch
going
alone with my
wild.
seat. Mine's not a bitch, skip pit, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, pussy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Salite, not that booty. I need that blue white bitch on Depop chillin'. Teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let the bitch alone with my seat. Mine's not a bitch, skip pit, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, pussy like a beatbox.
This is kind of RTJ coded. You're right.
Could have been 30, could have been a G. Should have never snitched. Why you take it to police? Now they're looking at you funny when you're walking down the street, looking at you like food, trying to see where they can eat. Me, I'm like wallowing gilly with the game. You don't really want to act silly, behave. When I were on stage and the milli gets made. I need that breeze. I feel sorry for Skepta, they copy these flow, but they say that it's a new flow. Imitation don't flatter me, but it's cool though. Should've ever left the guy alone in my studio. Put them in the coffin, get them on a tombstone. Yeah, I got half of the price of a Kudo. Living like a boss man, nothing like Hugo. I need that good price. When the plug turned pagan, tweaking, took an inflation. Peace is needed, getting impatient. Blood, everybody getting complacent. Leg, work, step on the pavement. Victory lap, I'm back in the station. I'm really a psycho, Patrick Bateman. If you see her with me, she's taken.
Blue white bitch on Depop chillin'. Teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let the bitch alone with my seat. Mine's not a bitch, skip pit, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, pussy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Selena. I need that blue white bitch on Depop chillin'. Teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let the bitch alone with my seat. Mine's not a bitch, skip pit, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, pussy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Selena. I need that.
I smoke loud, but I never get lousy. Black Swan, Darren Aronofsky. Plug said he wants 16 for the pound, but I'm trying to get it under. Rack like Saudi. Iced out watch and my diamonds ain't cloudy. 4 rings never came with the Audi. Grills like Foreman. I put my money where my mouth is and I don't want to smile, just allow me. No new friends, I got mob ties. Where would I be without the guys we get fly? Argue 1,000 times, you tell jokes till the tears come out your eyes. You know the haters hate when you're out of sight. I hear them say we sold out. Yeah, we sold out. Everything I said, humble pie. One slice cut a man down to size. Like, could have been 30, could have been a G. Should have never snitched. Why you took it to police? Now they're looking at you funny when you're walking down the street, looking at you like food, trying to see where they can eat. Me, I'm like wallowing gilly with the game. You don't really want to act silly, behave. When I were on stage and the milli gets made. I need that.
Blue white bitch on Depop chillin'. Teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let the bitch alone with my seat. Mine's not a bitch, skip pit, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, pussy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Salite, not. I need that.
Okay, so I think that was the studio version put over the live stream video, I think. But either way, that did sound really good. I like that a lot. You were totally right about the RTJ thing. Just because a mix of that, like, really basic, the bow now. I think that part immediately clicked. I was like, they definitely have some of their older songs I think kind of sound similar to that. And then when you get these sped up vocals, the da 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 da, that's 100% RTJ coded. They do that crap all the time. I think there's at least a few songs that they do that on, or something in the same vein as that. So yeah, that was clicking with me a lot. You were right on the dot with that. It's dope. Hell yeah, it is. Sweet visual, sweet. Glad you dug it. Hell yeah. Let me add this to my playlist real quick. Fred again. Maybe you have to check out more Fred again. Especially songs with features, I'm assuming. There's a whole Skepta Fred again album. Damn. Might have to give that a listen. Well, really it's an EP, but tomatoes. Alright, cool. Well, that was the last song of the night. I'll be back next week, Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central Time. If anything changes, as per usual, I'll make a post in both the YouTube community tab and the Discord announcements page. So keep an eye out for that, just in case anything changes. But yeah, it should be next Saturday, 9 p.m. Central Time. I might throw in an extra stream in here this week. I'll see. It really depends on if I get a chance to take off work for a day. Yeah, have a great night or day wherever you are. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all the donos. I really appreciate it. And anyways, I will see you later. Bye-bye.